Hi, how are you doing? So different day now, and just started this morning really on the main final electrics and how they're all going to fit in. So I'm just going to quickly run you through how they all work. So here we go. Underneath the sofa here is the main powerhouse. So at the moment what we've got here, we've got solar panel controller. So you got the positive and negative that run into there, and if I bring this, you'll see what the screen says. Nice healthy battery there, charging away with not a lot of sunshine today actually. So that also, the main purpose of that is to charge the battery. So at the moment we've just got one 110 amp hour leisure battery in. We are going to double that just so we've got more off-grid capability and self-sufficiency. Attached to that is this battery monitor, just in addition to the one on the solar controller. 14.2 on there, 14.3 on the controller. Obviously a slight discrepancy there. This is just a basic unit though. So that's fairly self-contained unit there. Then we've got a main power isolator here. So before the electrics come into, the power comes into the electrics on the lorry in the habitation area, we've got isolator. Always do that, push it the wrong way. So that's now power to the lorry. The only thing really that I've got powered up at the moment is the lights in the Luton area, which I'll quickly show you. So it's all fairly rudimentary at the moment, but with a flick of this, that's going to be the bed area up there for Claire and myself. At the moment we've got two mattresses on here, so it doesn't look as though there's a great amount of space. This is the area we're going to do last of all, remember, so it is still quite scatty. It's still the original kind of mangy ply in there, but that's all fairly a quick job to get done. So basic switch there, so that all runs down through into here and is this cable here. She's quite overkill, but it's designed so we can add more power sockets etc. in the Luton area if we decide to. So running from here as well, we've got the kitchen power, so that comes up the corner here. That'll go on top of the ceiling, underneath the roof when it's tapped away, across the top of the door, down the back of this panel, and as if by magic it's here. Sorry, here. I've got to move the camera, haven't I? So there'll be a power unit here somewhere which will have light switch and USB. I haven't decided on the final position of that. I may well move that further down here just so it's away from the sink and the cooking area, but it would be handy to have the light switches here for certain, so when you get into the lorry the switches are right there. So you'll have noticed that there's two cables running across here. The other one comes down the back here and then down underneath the work surface. Ignore all this tidy mess. Comes all the way down the back and then pops out in the conduit here, which will be the power for the garage, which will have its own separate fuse board. Just purely because there's going to be bits and pieces running off it, so I just want that extra security in the back here. May necessarily be a damp area as well, so just a bit of extra security that nothing's going to happen to the electrics going on. So the other things that we've got going on are the lights for the children's sleeping area. Just find the remote. I wonder if these are working. No, these aren't working because I haven't attached them to the fuse board. So that wiring comes out of that top corner there, and it'll go underneath the ceiling, and then down that cable run there into there. So this afternoon I've got pretty much an afternoon of making connections to the electrics and connecting a few things up, and it's going to be a fairly basic install because obviously we haven't got the final finish on the walls. We are not going to go with Spaceman Silver as our final finish in here. So yeah, I'll take you along and see what's happening.